Morning, everybody. 9:10 Wednesday morning, September 22nd. The days go by. That's for sure, the days go by. I just took a different style COVID test at the fairgrounds. I need to get in the hospital. So I've got my testing I was trying to keep up with. So I did another one today. Some college kids sitting at a table. They have Crocs on, literally. That's an important detail of the story. Not medical professionals. They pull up, tell them your name. They're just verifying my information. They've already got my name on the computer because when you take a COVID test in Los Angeles County, you're put into a database. So apparently, because I tested COVID positive, I'm on a list because the guy was shaking his head as I was verifying my information. They give you a little baggie. You do the test yourself, which was kind of nice. You know, I've had him jam it all the way up to my brain. I've had him gently swab it inside of my back of my nose. Each administrator of the test is at their own discretion. The inventor of the PCR test said it's not accurate and it was never created for this type of virus. And the fact that you can administer it yourself, and I put it in a plastic bag and threw it in a trash bag, literally. They had this big giant trash bin. They're going to take all those tests, run them through a lab. And people's lives will change, inevitably. The result test, depending on which way it goes for some people, it's going to change their life. Yeah, Antoinette's life was changed. She took the first COVID test almost a month ago. Let's say it was like the 25th or 26th of August. I'll have to look that up. So it's almost been a month that she's had COVID. And I was looking up last night online. She has what's called long COVID. So apparently there's this group of people like herself that beat COVID, and they had it much longer than anyone else. I just got off the phone with one of my buddies on the East Coast. His wife had COVID for about 5 days. She's recovering. That's normal, 5 to 10 days. What Antoinette is experiencing is much more aggressive. I don't know how it works, because the doctors sure don't know how it works. Whatever this thing is, it attacked her lungs. And you need your lungs. I don't think there's a lung transplant. With COVID, how would you know whose lungs to put? How would you even know if the lungs are the problem? Because apparently, yesterday, there was a Olympic swimmer for the current Olympics that just swam in the Olympics. She was fully vaccinated. In the hospital with COVID, can't breathe. Like Antoinette. And this is an Olympic athlete. So, anyone that knows my wife knows she's not trying to be an Olympic athlete. But she's got enough lung power where she can do her normal exercise. And this thing hit both of those people. I mean, Olympic athlete, come on. Their lungs are super, super duper lungs. So I would therefore reason that it's not her body, it's not her lungs. You know, they don't know why it hits certain people. So she's hanging on. This medically induced coma is no joke. She's on day 15 of being intubated. When they turn the sedation down, she tries to yank the tubes out. She's aggravated. Of course she's aggravated. So now we're at the point where she's on maximum sedation in order to keep the blood oxygen level up. And I probably explained this before, I'm going to say it again. Whenever she gets excited, anxious, or any kind of emotion, the blood oxygen goes down. Probably because you use more oxygen when you're in a stressful state, when you're thinking about something. And because my wife is such an emotional person, and I was born cold and unemotional, like I'm more of like a machine. I can cut wood and metal for 14 hours a day. I can build things. But people are more emotional. So my wife, she loves the emotions of the human race. She loves the movies that make you cry. She loves the emotion of events, whether it's a movie or real life, like where there's emotion and tears. She loves all that. She loves it. She's like an empath. And that's why I love her. She's so beautiful. She's emotional about everything. She's the most honest person I've ever met. She will tell the truth. And she will tell you the truth. She's made me cry. She's definitely made some of the workers cry. She's powerful. So she will speak her mind. Right now she can't talk. I wonder what she's thinking. Laying in that bed. I don't think she's thinking a lot. When they hit her with the drugs, it's pretty heavy stuff. She just has to lay there. Let her lungs do the work. The other thing that one of the nurses said is she's under so much sedation because the body will fight the ventilator. I didn't know that. So there's just an increasing amount of complexity when you have on all the medications and on the machines, and that's what they do. They monitor the machines and they keep her healthy. They moved the feeding tube down further in the line. That's one thing they learned during COVID. So they changed the feeding tube and it went further down. Today they're going to push it past her stomach. So there's some science coming out of COVID, things that they didn't know about people on ventilators before. So this is new science, new information. Got to keep the nutrition in her. Got to keep the body fed so the body can heal itself. That's why it's so important to stay healthy. Years ago I learned that in the Asian culture, you go see the doctor to remain well. In our Western culture, we go to the doctor when we're sick. So I learned that years ago. And you try to maintain health in this country, people oftentimes try to rebuild back their health after they're already sick. So when you're in this state that Antoinette's in, you're just trying to rebuild back. But coming out of this, she will be on the forefront of her health for sure. It's gonna be the number one priority. I already bought another air scrubber for the house. I imagine she can't be around any dust at all. She would never go in the workshop when I was working in the back already. And we have air scrubbers and all the tools are on back ends. She stays out of the dust. She already knew that. So as for now, we just hold on, hold in faith. Faith is the expectation of things not yet seen, not yet beheld. I don't know what translation you guys have. Seeing the unseen. Faith is believing in something you can't see. So I have faith that Antoinette's lungs will work again. I have faith that she will heal. Most of all, I have faith that the doctors will figure out what COVID is, because no one should have to go through this. No one should have to go through this. Got a couple guys out of work today. We'll see what we can get done. Keep this thing going. Keep my mind strong. Guard your mind, everybody. Guard your mind. Remember what you want is also seeking you. Just never give up on your goals. See you later. Pray for Antoinette.